Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see in the title, today we're going to be talking about your purpose. And as you can see, to find God is to find your purpose. So get comfortable wherever you are. If you're in the bed, if you're in the car. If you're in the car, stay focused. But other than that, get comfortable and let's get into today's video. So I definitely do have my journal because this right here, it's a lot, but we're going to get into it. So first things first, if you do not have a relationship with your creator, it's going to be so hard for you to find your purpose. In order to know what you're created for, you have to have a relationship with the creator. God created all of us for a specific purpose that he wanted us to fulfill. And in order to get to know that, in order to find out what that is, you have to seek him first. You have to know who he is first. You have to know the light he is. When you get to know about God, you will get to know about you, because you are created in his image. So in order to know your purpose, you have to know your creator. God created everything to exist for something. And in order to know how to use it, you have to go to him. Like, for instance, the trees were created, let's say, for a bird's home, for different things. Like, we use it to make paper, we use it to make just money. Literally, the whole world even revolves around trees. And sometimes we misuse trees by sitting here just making it out of plastic or not making it for it's good, because we don't know why it was created. So think about that with yourself. If you don't know why God created you, you're going to abuse yourself by wearing yourself thin. You might be into things that's not really you and doing things that's masking who you really are. And let's just get into it, like smoking and stuff, like heavily. When you're smoking every day, you're numb. You don't even know your real emotions. You don't know if you're emotional. You don't know how to deal with your emotions yet, just because we're masking it, right? It's kind of like we do those things to mask it. So that's why God tells us not to drink, or to smoke, or to just keep constant. Well, not to drink, but not to get drunk. Just because, not to keep escaping who you really are. Stay in you. So I'm not going to lie. And this is the first step. We're going to get into this at the end too. But a first step into finding who you are, a second step to finding who you are, will have to be a detox. And that detox got to be, if you are smoking every day, you're going to have to cut that down some. To being stuck in your proper emotions. Them emotions you're trying to escape, stop. You got to deal with them. But once you do, life will get so much lighter. You know, like with drinking, you're going to have to slow down a little bit. That clubbing, you're going to have to slow down. Those are all escapes. And I know, because I used to do all these things. And I wasn't being myself. And I knew I wasn't happy. And I'm partying and I'm doing all these things. I'm smoking all these things. I just was not happy. It wasn't me. I didn't like it. But it very much kept me numb. And another thing, you're going to have to take a break from is social media. And I have a video about that too, so you could go tune in. But you're definitely gonna have to take a break from social media, because you're looking at who everybody else is, and all that time is just going away from you. And you could put all that time into figuring who you are. And when you delete and detox all those things, take walks with yourself, bond with yourself, take yourself out on self-care dates. Because honestly, when you don't know your value, you will really sell yourself short. You will be worth $1 million, but give it to somebody for $1,000. It's like designer. If designer knows its worth and that thing don't ever go on sale until it's out of season, you should not be going on sale, okay? And don't let nobody come into your life trying to tell you your value. So when it comes to your purpose, you really do have to figure out God first, and then you can figure out you. And when you're trying to figure out you, take those breaks from those things that are a distraction to you. It's going to be hard, but I promise you'll be so worth it in the end, because you got to know one day you're going to have kids or be a mentor, whatever your dream is to be. And you have to teach those people how to find who they are. And to find your identity, you got to find it in Christ first. I'm just going to be real, like you really, really do. And that been my most happiest and truest version of me ever since I did that. And when I said also, don't let nobody come into your life and tell you your value, I mean that. Don't let nobody's opinion be an influence to who you really are. They did not create you. You have one creator. It's not me. Your parents can't even tell you who you are. Maybe God gave them you. He's the only person that can tell you who you are. Don't let nobody try to tell you who you are. I know sometimes when we grow up with these parents, they want us to be doctors and lawyers. And that's probably not who you are. Maybe you're meant to be a creator. Maybe you're meant to be a dancer, a singer. Follow your passion. God puts these desires on our hearts, and we have to listen to him. And before it keep happening, we have to be obedient. That's why God be wanting us to stop doing certain things. Like, Not, God literally specifically tells you what to stop. Like, you really do feel those convictions, don't ignore it. It's a reason why he wants you to stop them. Sometimes it's delaying you from getting to your higher self. One thing about him, he gonna still have a way for us to get there, but the road is so much longer when you could have got there 5 years ago if you would have just been disciplined and listened. Don't ignore him, because everybody, y'all be feeling them convictions on your heart. It be so strong. Don't ignore it. And if you are still being lukewarm and you're not strong in your religion, this is the time. Life is so short. You don't know if you have tomorrow. This is the time to get to know God and just really give yourself to him. You deserve happiness, and the only way you ever gonna be happy is to know God. You not gonna be happy in any other way, shape, or form. Liquor not gonna make you happy, baby. You gonna sober up. We not gonna make you happy. You gonna run out, and then what? You gonna cop some more? No. Find you. Another thing, when God created us, he created us with gifts. Everybody has a gift, whether it's to speak, whether it's to heal. Everybody has a gift. And the only person that's going to tell you how to use it is God, baby. And that is just my overall, like, honestly, God is the only person that's going to tell you your purpose here on this earth. Everybody has a purpose, and I really do mean that. I'm telling you, if these little things have purposes, then you have to trust and believe that you do as well. Like, genuinely. Sorry, y'all have a hair. Let me grab that really quick because it's about to disturb me. But, yes, like, everybody has a purpose. You just really have to believe and trust that. And just be... You kind of know what your purpose is. You just don't believe it all the way. And the only way to get that confidence is from God. And y'all really didn't have a lot of confidence. I've always been confident, but because, you know, I'm me, but I've never been as confident as I am today. I always had, like, my insecurities sometimes was winning. And I would definitely just say fasting helped me a lot. Like, being off social media, just really hearing God's word, really feeling why he created me is why I'm confident. The only place you can get confidence from is God. Like, you really do got to seek your confidence from God. Whatever you seek, he will give you, baby. Like, if you seek him wholeheartedly, I promise you're going to find him. And God says that in his word as well. And honestly, you know you're in your purpose when you feel accomplished, when you feel good. Not when you feel like another statistic. Not when you just feel like, okay, I just did this because everybody's done this. This is popular, but you really don't feel fulfilled yet. After you accomplish it, you feel like, okay, all right, that's it. Or, okay, what can I do next? And you haven't really been able to lock in on what you're doing right now. Whatever your purpose is, you would literally feel like it would give you a reason to wake up every morning. Genuinely. Like, it would give you a reason to keep going. It would make you not be so depressed because you would know I have a reason for living. Sometimes when we're feeling those depressions because we don't know God, because we don't know why we're here. We're literally questioning, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? And it's because you don't know your creator. To know your creator is to know that he's intentional. He didn't create you just to have fun. Like, he created you to serve and to be something in this world, to make a difference. Whether it be 2 people's lives, 10 people, 1 million people, like, he created you for something. And until you seek him, you won't feel as fulfilled. You will literally feel like a robot, just getting up and going with the day, you know? But yeah, guys, just to even sum everything up, in order to find your purpose, while finding your purpose, you really do have to take the breaks, y'all. I know you got to give up those 3 things as a sacrifice, and I promise you, if I'm lying, come back and tell me. You're going to literally find who you are when you give up those things. Like, social media, you're literally watching your life go by. Like, every single day, you're watching other people's lives. It's just you're invested in that. And when I first started slowing down, I had made me a little Finsta account, and I was just kind of using that, and I follow a few people, and I wouldn't go, like, I would literally just watch the people I followed on Finsta story, and from then I was like, I wasn't really even using Finsta like that, and then I just took like a week break. A week had turned into a month, and I promise y'all, I literally felt so refreshed. I felt recharged. So in order to find your purpose, you guys, you have to delete those distractions so you could give that time to God, so he could reveal it to you. And he is so powerful. He doesn't waste time. He's just waiting for you to come to him. Like, he honestly created us. He's the only person who can tell you why you're here. And he already kind of did. You just don't trust it yet. But once you really give yourself to him, you will see how confident you become in whatever he told you have to do. But yeah, just to even just touch more base. And I'm going to add this in here because I thought I was going to wrap it up. But genuinely, guys, I'm not going to lie. You are just not happy until you know why you're here. when you keep kind of playing that guessing game. And if you were doing so good and you were being so obedient and reading your word and you kind of just strayed away, don't feel bad about that. We are not perfect. God knew we would sin, you know. He's very forgiving. Just take the time to get back into it. If you feel confused or lost right now, you're not the only one. A lot of people do. It's a very normal thing when you keep straying away from the one person that can guide you. Like, go to God for guidance. Stop trying to, don't keep letting other people influence you. Don't, and like I said, it really does start in our home, where your parents kind of raise you up to be who they want you to be, instead of really letting God tell you what to be and just believing that and trusting that God gave you that vision. So just trust yourself, trust God, you know, just listen to yourself and pray more. And if you haven't fasted yet, fast. And fasting could look so different. You could literally fast from stuff, or you could do intermittent fasting. You could do fasting from a certain time to a certain time and tell God, and just start like that. And know what you're fasting for. Don't just, fast. Like, know what you're fasting for. With fasting, I promise y'all, it's like fast for a couple of days from food. You could fast from like 11 to, I fast from 11 to 7. While I'm fasting, no social media, no secular music, just nothing that could cause me confusion. I need to really hear God's voice, and I don't want to miss it. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend fasting. Yeah, you guys, we're on this lifelong journey for the first time together. You are not alone, and He literally created us to not be alone. So just keep going to Him. Don't feel like He's not hearing you. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I keep praying, and He ain't doing nothing. And that's the problem, because you keep praying for Him to do something just instead of praying to be in relationship with Him. He's not. You can't keep using. You have to treat Him like your Father. You have to pray to Him, fast, make sacrifices, and not the sacrifices where like, God, I'm gonna give you this, but I got to keep this. Like, no, give Him that thing you want to keep. But yeah, I definitely say. And if you are a heavy smoker too, like I said, just detox from that as well. Like, even if it's no J's today, whatever, like no J's from this time, like really just start to detox your body and stop these things that are distractions and that are gonna make you miss hearing God's voice. But yes, okay, this is it. Okay, I promise y'all, this is it. If you guys will I probably will make a part 2, of course, and just dive into a little deeper into certain topics. But thank you guys for tuning into today's video on finding your purpose. If you need any advice, any more tips, please feel free to reach out to me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, subscribe right now so you can keep up. And like I said, if you have need any help, need any advice, anything, like, I'm being so genuine, just reach out, and I'm definitely here. I'll see you guys in the next video.